Welcome to RaidGuides.com's video guide to Will of the Emperor in Mogu'shan Vaults on 10-man normal. My name is Arch and I will be guiding you through this encounter. Now, this is the last boss in Mogu'shan Vaults, the 6th boss. It is not particularly hard, to be honest with you, for the last boss. There's a lot, well, it's not exactly a lot going on, there's just a lot to deal with, a lot of ads you need to kill. It's a very long fight as well. I think ours took around 12 minutes to kill, something around that mark. As far as I can tell, there isn't a visible berserk enraged timer. There might be one, but we didn't have one appear, so we don't know for sure. But it's not exactly a challenging fight. It's just a very long fight, and you just got to have good multi-dot classes are very strong in this, like Shadow Priests and Affliction Warlocks, and also cleaving is very strong in this as well for melee, like rogues with Blade Flurry, etc, etc. But there are many ads to deal with this. Visually, the beginning of the fight is very impressive. Look at that. Wow. Nice. Everybody gets pulled in from the front. Here they come. And whee! Okay, so how this fight works. The bosses don't actually engage for 90 seconds. Before then, you've got these ads to deal with. You've got little ones called Emperor's Rage. There's always 2 of them that spawn. They have very little health, 1.7 million. And they will fixate on a target and move towards them. If they get to them, they'll start attacking them. For very minimal damage, to be honest with you. I don't really think you even need to worry about running away. They hit you for like 10, 15k, which is just nothing. They are fully crowd controllable, so you can fear them, stun them, cyclone them, root them. You can do anything to them. They're not so much of a worry. Next, we have Emperor's Strength. Now, these do nothing but that little circle on the floor. They don't attack, they don't do anything except for that. This circle will hit you for a fair bit of damage and stun you if you get caught in it. But you shouldn't get caught in it because it's quite a big, obvious mechanic. So they're not a massive threat. More Emperor's Rage again. There'll always be 2 Emperor's Rage at a time, and then it alternate between Strength and Courage, Strength and Courage, Strength and Courage. And the third ad, which is coming out, is called Emperor's Courage. Now, he will be immune to damage from the front. You can see on this shield here. So you have to attack him from behind. He will fixate on a target and move towards them. As soon as he reaches them, he will hit them for massive amounts of damage. But he moves very slowly, so you've got the chance to kill him before he gets there. So like individually, these ads aren't like anything to worry about. They don't exactly do anything dangerous. But because you've got to try and deal with the boss and the ads, that's where it starts to get tricky. So the bosses are now engaging about 90 seconds into the fight, and the ads will continue to spawn. Now, what we did was with the strengths, we had our rogue sit on whatever boss the tank that was tanking the strength with. So he'd be cleaving it down. We'd have people multi-dotting it. We didn't really have anybody focus on it. We just generally splashed damage and dotted it and left it to die. Because all the tanks had to do with him is just move out of his circle. And it was just a little bit of extra movement for the tank. But it wasn't exactly anything too dangerous. Emperor's Rages, again, you just want to kite them, lock them, stun them, and just kill them because they don't really do a lot. Now, the main mechanic here is that devastating combo that the bosses do. Every so often they'll do it, and they will freeze, as you can see there, and they'll do, like, there'll be blue lines appearing, which will show you where the attack is going to come. It'll be in front of them, it'll be half moon to the left, half moon to the right, all the way around them. You have to move back, and they'll do 5, one after the other, bam, 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 bam. If you dodge as the tank, or even as a melee, all 5 attacks, you'll get an extra action button, which you can't see because I'm a caster, so I didn't get it, called Opportunist Strike. And this will hit the boss for 500,000 damage. So as you can see, look there, he's doing it in different parts around him. You just got to see where the blue lines are and avoid it. So as you get better and better at this, you know, the bosses go down a lot quicker. And you've got Courage here. Now, these are generally quite the most dangerous parts because they will always focus on the furthest tank from where they spawn. So you need to be quite quick to get on there because if they get to the tank, they're going to do, you know, some serious damage on the tank. And the tank's already taking enough damage as it is. You don't want them to be getting to the tank. So, as a DPS, the priority is generally kill the ads. If the courage is up, that's the highest priority. If the strength is up but no rages, then yeah, kill the strength. Maybe focus on the boss if it's going down. If the rages are up, get rid of the rages. If there's nothing up or there's only a strength up, then, you know, get the bosses down a bit. Now here we have Titan Gas. Now this will be cast every so often. It does 20,000 damage to everybody every second. And no mobs will spawn at this point. No ads will spawn during Titan Gas. And see, this is where you want to focus down the bosses. Now, from what the tooltip's very misleading. It's hard to figure out. It says you take 20,000 damage, but your melee damage dealt is increased by 20%. So I don't know whether that applies to the bosses as well, or whether it's only melee classes or what. But this is the chance where you want to just focus on the bosses and bring them down a bit more. This is what I mean. You can see, look, they're only on 80% health now, and we're already, 5 minutes into the fight. So, like I say, it's a very long fight. Beware. But then after that is another devastating combo, which you can see coming up. So you see the blue lines representing where they're going to attack, and then you just move out of the way. And then again, after the Titan Gas, ads will continue to spawn, and this will rotate round pretty much until the bosses are dead. So, like I was saying, there's not huge amounts really in the fight. There's a lot going on because there's a lot of targets, but it isn't actually that hard a fight. It won't take you very long to kill him at all, to be honest with you. So there's not really much more to be say about that. I'll leave the rest of the fight up there for you to view and to get a good idea of how long it goes, how the flow of it goes. But I'll stop talking here and I'll leave you guys to it. So have fun, good luck, and we will see you in heroic modes.
Beware. 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 Beware.
It is done then. Yet